I see a popular man of God.
Mo rí ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó láàmìlaka.
General overseer.
Olùdásílẹ̀ ìjọ ńlá.
They are going to give him befitting burial. Now, I see a known Oba.
Mo rí ọba aládé tó láàmìlaka.
In Ekiti.
Ní ìlú Èkìtì.
Relocating.
Ilé tó wàjà.
Welcome once again to this channel. As often amongst clerics in Nigeria, particularly prophets, of course we have the Daddy Geos, general overseers as they call them. These are spiritual head or founder of some of the mega churches that you know in Nigeria. As you probably must have observed, Nigeria as the largest attendees of churches, members of churches. And when you talk about branches, this probably has to do with their population. And of course, Africans in general, they are religious. They are very much religious. When you talk about depositing of spiritual, or the deposit of spiritual power gifts, you find more of it in Nigeria. And definitely, when you have original, you also have fake. You have false prophet, false seer. At times, people get confused. Who is speaking to them? A pastor comes up with 2024 is going to be a great year in Nigeria. The other pastor comes up with, God said this year there is going to be sadness, bitterness. Well, I want you to pay attention to this one. You heard from the beginning. This is said to be reference to the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. He's not a young person. He's not a young man. He has done what he came to this world to do. He has achieved. That's what I mean. If he did it well, that is left for him and God and his members. If he did not do it well, left for him, God and his members. I want us to listen to Prophet Mayowa. He touched on some very important, in fact, some people are worried and scared because he spoke about some kind of destruction, or let us say destructive event that people should be concerned about. Let us hear him and we'll speak more.
fún ní ètò ìsìnkú tó dáa lọ́dún yìí.
Is going to a week before that person died.
Ó máa ọ̀sẹ̀ kan sí ọjọ́ tí ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run yìí máa kú.
I will come out
Mo máa jáde.
and I will tell you.
Màá wá sọ ẹni náà
So
àti
that
ìjọ
you
náà.
will prove it. Children of God should pray. Number what? Okay. Children of God should pray against of things in the market.
Àwọn ọmọ Ọlọ́run kí wọ́n gbàdúrà lòdì sí ọ̀wọ́n gógó nǹkan yóò tún wọ́n lọ́dún yìí.
It will.
Ó máa wọ́n.
Your leaders want to pretend and brainwash you this year.
Àwọn adarí yín wọ́n tó fẹ́ tàn yín kọ́ forí yín fágbọn.
They will plan some things, try to make it that it's a lie.
Wọ́n á gbin àwọn nǹkan kan, wọ́n á fẹ́ jẹ́ kó rí kó lójú yín bí kó rọrùn, kò ní rọrùn o.
Now, mothers should pray and be sensitive because 2024 a lot of glorious child.
I said it last year. Mayowa Oluwadeyi ẹjá gbọ́ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ká mọ̀ tó máa
wọ́n ṣọ́ra kó sì gbàdúrà gidigidi lórí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ ológo la ó gé ẹ̀mí wọn kúrú.
So parents pray with Psalm 91 for them.
Ẹ̀yin òbí ẹ máa fi Psalm 91 gbàdúrà fún àwọn
Psalm
ọmọ yín.
28 for them.
Psalm 28.
Psalm 24.
Psalm 24.
This year, don't miss Psalm 24.
Ọdún yìí rí wípé Psalm 24 òun jẹ́ bí oúnjẹ
It's
ni.
one of the key.
Ara àwọn kọ́kọ́rọ́.
Number what now?
Ìkejìlá.
Now, I see a known Oba.
Mo rí ọba aládé tó láàmìlaka.
In Ekiti.
Ní ìlú Èkìtì.
Relocating.
Ilé tó wàjà.
this year 2024.
lọ́dún yìí
I will not mention.
mi ò ní dárúkọ.
Number
ìkẹtàlá.
children of God should pray against fuel scarcity and increase in fuel.
ẹ̀yin ọmọ ọlọ́run ẹ gbàdúrà lòdì sí ọ̀wọ́n gógó epo àti atúnlówólọ́wọ́ àríra.
Pray o.
ẹ gbàdúrà o.
Some people will fight dirty.
àwọn míì
on
wọ́n
that fuel.
jà lórí
They
epo
will
yìí.
fight dirty.
wọ́n jà lórí epo yìí.
Number what?
ìkẹrìnlá. ìkẹrìnlá.
I see strange judgment on this set of leaders.
mo rí ìdájọ́
Which
àjòjì
has already
lórí ayé.
started, we started last year December.
eléyìí tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ nínú oṣù kejìlá
So it
ọdún tàbí
continues
tán ẹ̀ ó
this
tún
year.
tẹ̀síwájú.
Your governors,
àwọn gómìnà yín,
kings in Nigeria,
àwọn ọba lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà,
a lot of them will smell pepper.
èmi nínú wọn wọ́n fara fẹnu fẹ́ra bí
You know,
abẹ̀bẹ̀.
I told you in December,
ṣe wọn pé mo sọ fún yín nínú oṣù tó kọjá
a governor, senator, they will be shake among them, and
wípé gómìnà kan
will
wípé
affect their seat.
wípé yóò sọnù wípé àwọn tó máa ń
Máyọ̀wá
ṣe àṣà.
Olúwàbíyì,
ẹjá gbọ́ àwọn ọ̀ràn yìí délẹ̀
nígbà náà ni
kámọ̀ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní
gómìnà
2024.
Ondo ló agbára ṣì wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Israeli.
I see some country gathering up against Israel,
mo rí àwọn orílẹ̀‐èdè kan tí wọ́n ń gbára wọ́n ń kóra wọn jọ pọ̀ lòdì sí orílẹ̀‐èdè
but
Israeli.
at the end, the power still remain in Israel.
ṣùgbọ́n lópin gbogbo agbára ṣì tẹ̀lé sí ilẹ̀
That
Israeli.
fight you see has not stopped.
ogun tẹ́rí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí kò tí ì dúró.
It is this year that
ọdún yìí
the real one will come out.
lẹ́ ó wá rí ogun nǹkan tá à ń pè lógun ní ilẹ̀ Israeli.
Russia will part of it.
Russia máa wà lára wọn.
Iraq,
Iraq máa wà lára wọn.
Palestinian, or what did they call it?
Palestine.
They will be part of it.
àwọn Palestine wọ́n wà lára wọn.
There are deadly countries that will go for it.
àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè kan wọ́n ó lọ sí.
Fight for freedom. It will be very massive this year.
mo rí ìjà fún òmìnira tí ìnira yẹn bá pọ̀ ìjà yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ fún òmìnira lọ́dún yìí lórílẹ̀‐èdè
freedom.
Nàìjíríà lọ́dún
Fight
yìí
for
lórílẹ̀‐èdè
freedom.
Nàìjíríà ìjà fún òmìnira
It will happen.
ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀.
And I've told you, Nigeria will begin to collapse from abroad.
mo sọ fún yín pé orílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pín láti orílẹ̀‐èdè aláwọ̀ funfun wá
wòlíì Máyọ̀wá Olúwàbíyì ẹjá gbọ́ àwọn ọ̀ràn yìí délẹ̀ kámọ̀ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2024.
21.
Yes, sir.
Pray against war in Nigeria.
ẹ gbàdúrà lòdì sí ogun
Is it
lórílẹ̀‐èdè
special?
Nàìjíríà.
It's different from the freedom.
eléyìí yàtọ̀ sí òmìnira tá à ń
This
sọ.
war,
eléyìí
the
ogun
only
yìí
thing that can allow it not to happen
ohun tó lè dá dúró
is three things.
ohun mẹ́ta.
Number one,
àkọ́kọ́
the cry of the righteous one.
igbe àwọn olódodo.
The remaining two, I will tell you in January 29.
méjì tó kù wọ́n sọ fún yín ní ọjọ́ kọkàndínlọ́gbọ̀n
Because
oṣù kìíní
January
tí a wọ̀ yìí.
29 starts, something will happen in Nigeria.
Nítorí pé
Because the
náà
war
ni-
will be rampant.
torí pé ogun náà yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ o.
You'll be hearing it in North,
ẹ máa gbọ́
hear it in Biafra.
ẹ máa gbọ́ tàwọn Biafra.
Ogun State will happen.
Ogun State yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀.
Lagos will happen.
ní ilẹ̀
You are in
ilé Èkó yóò ṣẹlẹ̀.
Ìkòròdú,
tó bá
be
ní-
careful.
ní Ìkòròdú ṣọ́ra.
Be what?
ìran lẹ̀ ń gbọ́
Ṣọ́ra,
látẹnu
kò bá
wòlíì
nínú-
A week I
Máyọ̀wá
released prophecy
Olúwàbíyì
about
ẹjá
Governor
gbọ́ àwọn ọ̀ràn
Sanwo-Olu.
yìí
Be
délẹ̀
careful about
kámọ̀ tó
bomb
máa
in
ṣẹlẹ̀ ní
Lagos State.
2024.
nígbà tí mo sọ wípé
Was
kí
when the bomb happened in the
gómìnà
North.
Sanwó-Olú kó ṣọ́ra fún ìdúgbàmù.
Plan that bomb for 7 states in Nigeria.
wọ́n ṣe kíni bọ́ǹbù yẹn fún ìpínlẹ̀ méje.
But some of them,
Nàìjíríà.
they are watching us.
ṣùgbọ́n àwọn kan wò
So
wá.
the Lagos one was killed.
ti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó apaná
And
rẹ̀
it has not been buried.
wọn ò dẹ̀ tí ì gbégbìn.
They should continue to monitor till April
kí wọ́n máa ṣọ́ra títí di ní oṣù kẹrin ọdún.
because of that bomb.
torí ìdúgbàmù
It will
yìí
not happen in cantonment.
kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ ní
It
kàntómẹ́ǹtì
will
wọn.
happen in somewhere in Ikeja.
ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ìkẹjà.
So we should pray against it.
ẹ gbàdúrà lòdì sí i.
I see darkness, more darkness in Aso Rock.
mo rí Aso Rock tí òkùnkùn tún bo ibẹ̀ sí
There is
i.
no light there at all.
kò sí ìmọ́lẹ̀ kankan níbẹ̀.
So if you pray till next year,
ẹ gbàdúrà di ọdún méjì mẹ́ta sígbà tá a
Aso
wà.
Rock is being sold to darkness.
a ti ta ibẹ̀ yẹn fún òkùnkùn.
So the person leading you is in darkness.
ẹni tó ń darí yín òkùnkùn ni.
Prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. Well, we've heard some of them corroborate each other. I don't know if they got it from God or they listened to each other. And for them all to be on the same lane, on the same pathway, Probably they decide to repeat what the other person said. Now, about this young prophet, Mayowa, he said that Aso Rock, for those who are not Nigerians, is the Federal Capital Territory. That's where it's located. That is a seat of power in Nigeria, like the White House in the US. He said that place is darkness. And the man who is the president is also in darkness. He is a dark entity. What does that mean? Simply put out, is saying there is nothing good that will come out of darkness. So do not expect anything great or good. Now, if you look back, did he ever say before the election that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not the right person for that seat? And is he reiterating what he said then by saying the president is filled with darkness and there's nothing good coming out of him? Now, let's leave that aside. Insecurity, it is not new. It is not new. Insecurity in Nigeria is not new. He talked about that and he said those in Lagos, Nigeria. Lagos have not experienced, apart from kidnapping in some localities. It's not like kidnapping. Yes, it does exist in Lagos, but not like those parts where they have a lot of forest and bush. Maybe the outskirts of Lagos. But insecurity, he said he's going to eat Ikeja, the former, it's still the capital of Lagos State. He's going to hit Ikeja, that's on the mainland. And he said those in Ikorodu, he mentioned certain parts, and he said those places, you have to be careful. Something is about to happen. He talked about bomb being, suicide bombing, bomb and stuff like that. He talked about this, and all of this is still on insecurity. Now, about the general overseer, we have about 2 general overseer or 3, but let's just focus on 2 that we know they've aged. They have aged. And most of those general overseer, they do not announce or talk about their health issue. And when you get older, there are times that you start experiencing some health-related issue that is that can be tagged to old age. Your body start giving up here and there. None of those daddy GOs talk about their health issue. They keep it to themselves, not to discourage those who believe that Christ will heal them. How can your daddy GO go for surgery, go for treatment here, go for this and that, and he comes on stage and say by his stripe you are healed, and expect you to have faith? So they often keep this about themselves, and you see them as a mini god like our pastor, and at times they try to even make it, in case you are suspicious, they say that for the past 70, 60 years, 40 years since they started following Christ, they have never been sick. They've never slept in the hospital. They've never been treated. And when you realize that they have even gone for certain health-related, treatment and all of that, you'll be shocked, like, so how Daddy Gio lie? Anyway, he said that Daddy Gio should prepare and that his coffin has been brought. This is also what Prophet Marcus Tibeton said, that Daddy Gio will be laid to rest this year. We have 2, like I said. We have RCCG and we have Deeper Life. Those 2 are not young. They are not young, unlike Mountain of Fire, still young compared to the age of the other Daddy Gios. And I also listened to another prophet. He also said that 2, he didn't say 1, he said 2, RCCG and Deeper Life should be prayed for, that they are good to be with us. And that simply puts that either of them or one of them or both of them, will be going this year. That's what he said. Now, numerous prophecies have come on these individuals, and they are still alive anyway. So let's leave that. And about the king, he spoke about a king in Ekiti State. You know, we have paramount kings or paramount rulers. Let's say paramount king, and we have those that are just by the side, and those are the low cadre, low cadre kings. We have them also in Ekiti. Who is this one? I've also listened to another prophet who said that a king in Ekiti, his hands are filled with blood. That he saw a lot of blood, and all of this blood joined together. This is Prophet Adeboye. Yeah, he said this one. He said that I saw a lot of blood, and all of them came together and formed a head. And the head, I saw it crying. That's to say that the king, his hands are filled with blood, and that king will be visited this year also. So 2024 seems to be a year of dismissal for a lot of people who have aged and those who have committed so much atrocity. So 2024 is a year of judgment. That's it. A year of judgment, a year of visitation, a year where all your atrocities will be looked, and punishment will be meted out. This is what I can deduct from some of their prophecies. Now, I don't know if you guys think we should gather some of these prophecies and then begin to compare and contrast from most of our popular prophets and pastors in Nigeria. Should we do that? Like, let us begin to analyze their prophet and their prophecies. Pastor Adeboye down to Mountain of Fire. Deeper Life does not do prophecy, so they are not going to give you 2024 prediction or that. Prophet Tibeton, we've talked about his prophecy. Prophet Adeboye, and many others. Should we compile them? Should we go to Apostle Johnson Suleiman? Should we go to also there's another prophet in the south of Nigeria or southeast of Nigeria, I think Warri Delta State, Prophet Jeremiah Omotofufo. Yeah, should we go around and pick up prophecies and compare all of them together? And let us find out, because people get confused at times, like, who is speaking to these people? Like, how come this prophecy is against this other prophecy? Like, why are they not in the same pathway? I'm not trying to compare prophecies that are meant for the church, your members. You might say this year is going to be great, and this year is going to be bad, meaning those in the church is going to be great for you, but those outside, it will not be. Like and share this video. See you in the next update.